Can we please stop with the Ben Simmons bullshit? It's been 6 fucking years. Ever since his rookie season, they've been saying, oh, Ben Simmons is developing a jump shot. Ben Simmons is developing a jump shot. No, the fuck he is not. Why are we still in the big 2024 posting Ben Simmons shooting? What the hell is y'all issue? Bleacher Report, take that shit down now. Because there's no point of posting Ben Simmons jump shots videos. What the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing? If he haven't gotten a jump shot, he's going to like what, year 7, year 8? He still haven't gotten a jump shot yet? No, hell no. That shit is done for. We need to stop. And then they posted Brooklyn's new backcourt of Killian Hayes and Ben Simmons. Nigga, nobody is scared of that shit. What the hell? Look, I know the news media is slow, and I know Woj just retired, so we don't really have much to really talk and you feel me go on about, but Ben Simmons? A Ben Simmons jump shot video in the big 2024. Get the hell on, man. No, he do have a nice nickname under Brooklyn though. Benton, that's a fire nickname, but he's not fire. He's ass. But I said bullshit at the beginning of the video, and I would have whispered ass, whatever. But Ben Simmons is not that guy. He's not going to be that guy. And people are saying, no, reports were saying that, oh, he's going to be better than his All-Star years. No, the hell he is not. I don't believe that. In his All-Star years, people was comparing him to LeBron Ramon James. So you're telling me he is going to be LeBron Ramon James level when next season? No, stop. But in other way more important news, like I brought up like just a second ago in the video, Woj have officially retired from NBA news. Sad day for the basketball community, but now, Shams, it is your time to shine. Take that man's spot. Be big, man. Shams got it. We can't say Shams bombs because, yeah, but we're gonna have Shams attacks. You feel me? Something like that, something fire like that. Dude, I just start something new, Shams attacks. Hey, yeah, but. Yeah, Woj is officially gone from basketball news, which is pretty sad to see because we all know where we were when the Woj bomb dropped. For when Ben Simmons got traded to the Nets. Because apparently he's just so good. But I'm trolling, yes. Sad day to see Woj officially retire from NBA media. But hey, at least we still have J Nose balls. But with that being said, that's all I got for this video. I am out. Being the best at a position is one of the hardest things to do in the NBA today. Sometimes it's always a dispute about who's the best at this position, who's the best at that position. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 10 best point guards in the NBA today. Let's get right in the list. Start with number 10 on this list. Number 10 on this list, I got Ice Trader Game, Trae Young. Trae Young is one of the best point guards in the league. I believe he's number 10 on this list. Just in the 22 to 23 season, Steph. Did I just say Steph? Did I just say Steph? I just called Trae Young Stephen Curry. I guess Jay doesn't know ball, but last season in the 23-24 season, by the way, my bad for saying 22-23. Last season in 23-24 seasons, Trae Young averaged 25 points, 2 rebounds, and 10 assists a night. Oh my goodness. And of course, we all know he was firing it up from the 3 last season. Shooting 37% from 3 last year and 85% from the free throw line. And right now, I do believe he's the 10th best point guard in the league. I do not believe he's top 5 in the NBA when it comes to point guards, unfortunately. But leading me to number 9 on the list, which is Mr. Tyrese Haliburton, one of the best facilitators in the game, if not the best facilitator in the basketball world today. Just this last season, Tyrese Haliburton will average 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 10 assists a night. And of course, he would lead the Indiana Pacers to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's the first time that happened in like 9 years, which is crazy to think about. But for his shooting splits were 47, 36, and 85. And like I said, he led the league in assists last season, and he's going to do it again this season. I feel like he's probably going to average like 12 assists next season. So yes, Tyrese Haliburton number 9 on this list. Some might be upset because I have him over Trae Young, but hey, yes, I do believe Tyrese Haliburton is better than Trae Young, and yes, I am taking him over Trae Young. Moving on to number 8 on this list. Number 8 on this list, I have James Harden. He's not a point guard. He's just shut the hell up. He's been playing point guard for the past couple of years. But yes, I have James Harden on this list at number 8. Of course, I believe he's better than Trae Young and Tyrese Halliburton at the moment. Yes, I do. Just this last season, he was averaging 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. Of course, his scoring is way lower than what it should be, but that's because he was the third option when it came to scoring. But now it's going to definitely come back up because he don't have Paul George nor Westbrook no more, and it is him and Kawhi. So, with that being said, James Harden next season is definitely going to be a top 8 point guard in the league, I guess. He's going to average probably like 24, I say 7 and 11. You feel me? So, yes. And of course, James Harden has been one of the best passers in the league ever since he taken that role of just not being that much of a scorer anymore. James Harden has excelled in that role, and he's been doing very great in that role, especially for the Clippers. And now, like I said, since he's now basically like the second option for scoring, his averages are going to go up in that department. But with that being said, let's move on to number 7 on this list. With number 7 on this list being De'Aaron Fox. Man, can you believe De'Aaron Fox is turning 27 this year? Jesus. But just this last season, De'Aaron Fox averaged 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. And of course, I believe he was one of the best guards in the league last year. He's one of the fastest guards in the league, if not the fastest guard in the league. And of course, he's a pretty good player. He's pretty good on defensive end. He's not nothing spectacular, nothing to write home about. But hey, he's been pretty good. He also led the Kings to their first playoff appearance in 9,000 years just a couple of years ago. And then he also, he also did it to Steph. If you remember correctly, just this last play, he did it to Steph. He got that boy right up out of where he got Klay Thompson right up out of here because he couldn't hit a shot. But you feel me? Yes, he got Stephen Curry right up out of here, and then he took Stephen Curry to 7 games. He was like a 24-year-old back then. That's crazy to think about. But we move on to number 6 on this, which number 6 I have Damian Lillard. Do not forget who Damian Lillard is. Yes, I know he's a little older, especially coming into this season. But hey, do not forget who Damian Lillard is. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yes, he's better than all these other guys I just named. Yes, I truly believe that. Do not forget who Damian Lillard is. This last season, Damian Lillard has averaged 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. And that's with a decreased role because we all know Giannis is the number 1 option. So Dame ain't gonna score 30 points like he used to, like the season before last, where he scored 32 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. Okay, he's not gonna be doing that anymore. Why? Because he doesn't have the ball in his hand. I might say he did when he was in Portland. But for his shooting split, his shooting split was 42, 35, and 92. That's pretty good shooting splits for a guy who is not the first option anymore, as he used to be. And then we know this Bucks team is going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good this upcoming season because the team is healthy now. That's the team to look out for. That's the team people are forgetting about. But we're going to the top 5 point guards in the league today. Number 5 on the list, I have Ja Morant. Yes, Ja Morant was basically injured the whole year last year, but when he did come back from a couple of games, he almost turned around Memphis just like that until he got injured again. Don't forget who Ja Morant is. Don't forget who he was in the 22 playoffs. Please don't forget who Ja Morant is. He is back and he's looking for revenge, and he's going to take the lead by storm. And that battle between him and Anthony Edwards is going to be fire. Let's get into his stats from the last time he played a full season. The last time Ja Morant was healthy was the 22-23 season, where he averaged 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists a night. And that was pretty electrifying. I cannot lie to you, because he probably would have been higher on this list if he played a full season last year. But hey, unfortunately, he did not. And I will on number 4 on this list. Which number 4 on this list? It is really going to be a surprise. It's Jalen Brunson. As much as I hate Jalen Brunson because what he does to the Cavs is just so sad. But Jalen Brunson is easily one of the best point guards in the league. He's so entertaining to watch, and he's so crazy. He can stop on a dime. That boy Jalen Brunson is him. Let's get into his averages. This last season, the WWE superstar Jalen Brunson averaged 28 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists last year. And I'm pretty sure he finished like top 10 in MVP voting, which is not surprising. His shooting percentage was 47, 40, and 84. And of course, he led the Knicks. Did I just say the Nuggets? The Knicks, as far as he could lead them. He could. He was a little hurt. The team was hurt, so he did his best. And with that being said, the midget, I'm sorry, we can't use that word. Guess who is number 4? Now, number 3 to number 2 is pretty interchangeable. Number 3 on this list, I have Stephen Wardell Curry. Did you just see what he did in the Olympics? Do I need to explain why he's got top 3 point guard in the world right now? No, I do not need to explain that. Stephen Curry, the best shooter in the world. top 3 point guard in the world. Some may consider him still the best point guard in the world. I don't think he's better than number 2 and number 1, but hey, like I said, this is interchangeable 3 and 2. He's not number 1. I'm sorry, he's just not number 1 because he's not better than number 1. But number 2 on this list, I have SGA. This guy is electrifying. He led OKC Thunder to a number 1 seed in the West, which is crazy to think about because it's just like, dog, just a couple of years ago, them boys were counting the Thunder out. We was counting them out. I didn't even expect them to do too much. Like, I truthfully didn't. But it came out last season and showed me something. But for SGA stats, he averaged 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. And by the way, he had that stat line like a lot. Like, he always kept that at 30 for some odd reason. He never got to like 40. I think his career high is only like 40 and like in the 40s or something, which is kind of crazy to think about because he's such an elite scorer. But for some odd reason, he just don't go past that 30 mark all too often. And he's very, very efficient. He shot 53% from the field last year. 53%. That's like big man efficiency. And he's a guard. And for his 3-point percentage, he shot 35%. And for his free throw percentage, he shot 87%. And he is the second best point guard in the world, with number 1 being Luka Doncic. Did you expect somebody different? I hope you didn't expect nobody different. Well, I expected somebody different. I expected Darius Garland to be number 1 on the list. But for some reason, the script writer just said, no, it's Luka. So that's pretty weird. But let's get into Luka's stats. Just this last season, while of course leading his team to the NBA Finals, Luka Doncic would average 33 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. Yeah, there's no better point guard in the league other than Luka Doncic, and his shooting split was 48, 38, and 78. Yeah, he's the best point guard in the league, and he's not terrible on defense like people make it seem to be, because in the playoffs, he wasn't playing horrible defense. He wasn't playing elite defense, of course, but he wasn't playing horrible defense until we got to the finals, and he just seemed like he stopped caring on the defensive end. But yes, Luka Doncic is the number 1 point guard in the world. He's the best point guard in the league. He's number 1 when it comes to being a point guard. Some people may still consider him a shooting guard for some reason, but I don't know. No, he's not, because they got Kyrie at shooting guard. But with that being said, that's all I got for the video. I am out. So, the Cleveland Cavaliers. So far this season, the Cavs have been on a roll and rocking. They have beaten 5 out of 5 of their first matchups so far this season. And right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be slowing down anytime soon. And let me remind you, Max Strus is currently out right now with an ankle injury. And the Cavs are still winning basketball. Let's talk about it. First, starting off with the move they made this offseason, which was firing JB Bigster and hiring Kenny Atkinson. Now, Kenny coached 2 Cavs players before in Brooklyn, that being Jared Allen and Caris LeVert. So that was already some chemistry built right then and there. So yeah, that was good to bring to the team, already having some built chemistry with some of the players. And then we got Isaac Okoro under another contract, which now secures his spot with the team, which probably gave him more confidence. Like, oh, okay, this team, they truly do want me to be here. So now that gives him more confidence on the court, and he's definitely using that confidence very well. But I'm going all over the place. Okay, signed Kenny Atkinson, extended Isaac Okoro. We got Ty Jerome back. D Wade is playing very well so far this season. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere right now. Okay. So let's get to the start of the season. Let's get to the starting lineup. So this season, Kenny Atkinson said, you know what? We're going to go a little bigger. We already have 2 small guards, and DG and D Mitch in the backcourt both being 6'1". So let's put D Wade 6'9" at the small forward, and of course have Mobley and Jared Allen controlling the middle. With that being said, D Wade is a very versatile defender. People like to underrate him as a defender. He's very versatile. He can go at literally the 1 through 5 if need be. He's a very good defender, and of course, he's a awesome shooter. Awesome shooter for the Cavs. He can knock down that 3-point shot at an elite level at 35, 37, 39, 40% almost every night. When D Wade is on it, he is on it. And that's what's scary for other teams out east. When D Wade is playing both sides of the ball very well that night, I can't see the Cavs losing. And of course, this season, we have seen Evan Mobley finally make that unicorn jump that we've been expecting. Hey, he's been absolutely amazing this season. And then he added a 3-point shot to his game. Come on, man. This is going to be real scary, because Mobley is now hitting that 3-point shot on a consistent level. Now, imagine he started hitting three threes a game. Come on, man. And then, of course, he's playing elite defense. And then he's not bad of a playmaker. And then he's bringing up the court. He bringing the ball up the court. like almost every rebound. Like if you watch the game, you'll see every Mobley get the rebound and just wave out down the mission and bring up the ball itself and try to make a play. Hey, you know what? He got the confidence. If you want to do that, go ahead and do it. He's really a good playmaker for his size. I see him being like maybe a Giannis level of a playmaker, or maybe an Embiid level of a playmaker when he gets to his prime. Moving on to his other buddy in the back. Come on, Jared Allen is a double-double machine, and not too long ago, he just had a 10 for 10 field goal game. And these not just off lobs. This is Jared Allen actually working in the paint. Like, this is crazy. Of course, Jared Allen is still one of the best defenders in the league, and he helped contain AD in that Lakers game with Mobley. Jared Allen is currently proving why, hey, I might need to be an all-star this season. You don't pick me over Bam. I'm better than Bam, which I've been saying for years. Jared Allen is better than Bam Adebayo. I don't know why that's even been disputed, but yeah, Jared Allen is definitely proving like he's one of the best bigs in the East. And currently, at this point, it goes Giannis, Embiid, and guess who? Guess who? Jared Allen. That's how it currently stands right now. Jared Allen is showing that, hey, I'm here. The Fro is here. He's still sending shots back to Uganda. He's still dropping double-doubles. I think he had like a 41 game double-double last season. Like, he had 41 double-doubles last season. Come on, man. That's crazy. He's going to get more than that this season. I feel like he's going to end the season off with like 50 double-doubles. If this team can stay healthy, especially Jared Allen, we're going to make it far in the playoffs. But let's talk about the guards. Donovan Mitchell is Donovan Mitchell. He's still scoring at an elite level. I'm pretty sure it was the Wizards game where he had 7 points at the halftime. Come second half, he ends the game off with like 30, 32 points. Donovan Mitchell is still Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is still the scariest guard out east, and he is still the best shooting guard in basketball today. And here we are with Darius Garland. Darius Garland is showing that, hey, I had them 2 years were off years, but I'm back to my all-star form now. I'm back to where I was before I had them 2 little off years. DG is going crazy from behind the three-point line. And we expect this from him because he's been a good shooter. But if you remember watching DG when he was a little younger, he didn't have that much confidence in his scoring abilities, which made sense. He was playing next to Colin Sexton at that time. Colin Sexton, he had a lot of confidence in his scoring. He didn't really need to score. He just let the playmaking be his thing, which he's still doing now. He's still an amazing playmaker. Don't get me wrong, but he's not averaging as much assists as he used to. But at this point, he doesn't really need to because he's playing next to Mobley, and D-Mitch playmaking isn't horrible. And hey, this team loves to shut up all, which brings me to the bench. Ty Jerome, he is showing that, hey, I'm the Rubio replacement. This is the replacement we've been trying to find ever since Rubio been gone. Ty Jerome is hooping. He's having his best season so far this year, like ever since being in the league. Caris LeVert is still a threat off the bench. Isaiah Okoro, of course, is still a threat off the bench. Georges Niang. Anyways, Sam Merrill, hey, when Sam gets his confidence built up a little more, it's gonna be scary. But this season, he's been willing to shoot it, but he still passes off open shots sometimes that he don't need to be passing up at all. Right now, the Cavs are definitely the best team in the basketball right now, and I honestly do think we can keep it up, especially when shooters come back. And now we got another shooter. Come on, man. And basically the whole starting lineup can shoot the ball beside Jared Allen. And Jared Allen, he can step out there for a mid-range shot. But with that being said, the Cavs are here. The Cavs are scary. And with that being said, that's all I got for the video. Hey, made this fun video, better well like and sub. Or don't, that's your choice. But I am out. Why do 7-foot big men who have a height advantage over their defender shoot the basketball? Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in a new era of basketball, and we've been in this era for quite some time because of Stephen Curry. But my question for today's video is, why are 7-foot big men shooting the basketball so much? Guys like Kristaps Porzingis, guys like Karl-Anthony Towns, and even Victor Wembanyama are now in that group of guys who like just continue to shoot. I mean, sometimes, of course, Victor Wembanyama attacks the paint, but that's literally because he has to. He's 7'5", dog. Like, come on, man. But if you are a big man with a smaller defender on you, there should be no reason why you're taking a turnaround jump shot like Karl-Anthony Towns was doing up against the Celtics. He'll have guys like Derrick White on him, and he'll take a jumper instead of just going to the paint and tapping around. And that's been like a criticism for Towns for so long. Yes, you are one of the greatest shooting big men of all time, but dog, you are still 7 foot tall. I totally understand we are in an era of basketball where yes, big men are allowed to shoot. Big men can shoot. Some of the best shooting people in the league are big men. Al Horford, hey, like I said, Karl-Anthony Towns, but yes, but come on, man. If you have a mismatch and you're that much bigger than him, you got 6 or 7 inches off of him, Why the hell not take that to the rim? Why not attack the paint? Why not? Like, for instance, this really had me thinking about the moment in the 2021 playoffs where I think Ben Simmons had a layup and Trae Young right there. And you know what he did? He passed out of it. What the fuck are you doing? You are 6'10". Trae Young is at best 5'11". Take that to the rim. Come on, dog. Like, come on. Like, dog, I understand that Steph Curry and Kevin Durant has inspired these big men a lot. But Wemby, you are 7'5". Stop trying to dribble. Just get in the post. Stand at the dunker's position and wait for that lob to come right to you. Because it's going to come. They're going to see you when you're open. Your man is going to try to, look, CP3 gonna come to the paint. Your man is going to collapse for some odd reason. I don't know why he's going to do that. CP3 is just going to throw the lob through. And even if your man don't collapse, guess what? You're still taller than him. CP3 is going to throw it where only you can get it. Which is not very hard to do, because you want to know why? Because in most situations, you are the only guy who can catch that ball. And for Karl-Anthony Towns situations, there's really nothing I can say about that. People been calling him soft for years because he always take a turnaround jump shots. He won't ever just attack the paint, which he would probably be very good at if he just attacked the paint. Dog, you could average like 30 a night if you just attack the paint more. And nobody's saying, hey, stop shooting. But it's like, come on, man. If you got a mismatch, take it to the rim. Like I said, against the Celtics, Karl-Anthony Towns, I got like Jaylen Brown on him. He had Derrick White on him at one point, and he didn't attack the rim. He did a turn away jump shot. What the hell is wrong with you? And honestly and truthfully, if I'm a Knicks fan, I'm kind of mad that we don't have Julius Randle no more. Yes, Karl-Anthony Towns is a better player, but like, does he really fit any better than what Julius Randle would have? You know, because Julius Randle, he'll get to the paint. You feel me? He know when he got a mismatch on him. But Karl-Anthony Towns, he wants to be a 6'5" shooting guard so bad. Dog, you're not like that. You're not Stephen Booker. You are Karl-Anthony Towns, and you are 7 foot tall. Attack the fucking basket. You are a big man. And that's another thing with big men. Big men get a rebound and run their big ass out to the 3-point line. Put that back up. Put it back up. This is why guys like Jared Allen, some of my favorite centers in the league, wonder why, because they attack the rim. And people love saying Giannis don't got no skill. Yo, no, Giannis got a fucking brain. Why the fuck would he get a rebound and not just dunk that shit back in? Yes, always attack the rim. Giannis is fucking smart. Yes, attack the rim 24/7. Why? Because you're one of the biggest players on the court. Take that shit to the fucking rim. What, like, we have got to stop letting big men think that they're 6'5" shooting guards. That shit is just not the case. Yes, big men should shoot, but dog, there should be no reason why you get a rebound and the first thing you do is run out to the 3-point line. Put that shit the fuck back up. That don't make sense. And then if you got a smaller guy on you, take that shit to the fucking rim. Why not? Why not? Why try to shoot on Alex Caruso when you're 7'5" with the Wembanyama? How much sense did that fucking make? Come on, dog. But with that being said, that's all I got for this video. Hey man, this one video, you might well like and sub or don't. That's your choice. But that's all I got for this video. This NBA season is going freaking amazing. I am out. Wembanyama needs to be tested. Dog, this nigga just dropped 50 points in like 27 minutes with 8 threes. The league is fucking lucky. This man does not want to play like Hakeem Olajuwon. Instead, want to play like fucking KD. Cause if he started dominating the paint, imagine how many more points he would score if he was just sit in the paint and wait for the lob or just get past the ball and then just put it up. Like, dog, this nigga is hitting step up threes. That boy hitting step backs. He walking on the court, banging it in the nigga's mouth, pause, and he's dropping 50. And he's one of the youngest players in NBA history to drop 50 points. And he's going to be the youngest NBA player to ever drop 60, 70, and of course, maybe even 100, because he has that potential. Like, if there's one player with potential to drop 100 points by himself, it's out of him, Luka, and Giannis. Giannis, if he gets lucky to hit like 5 threes, but Victor Wembanyama has that potential to drop 100 points. On to the next segment. The Phoenix Suns has been getting buckets this season, and they're proving that, hey, we're one of the top teams in the West. What happened last playoffs, that might have just been a fluke. We're ready to come back, and we're ready to hoop. We have a healthy team, a healthy Devin Booker, a healthy Kevin Durant, a healthy Bradley Beal, and they're showing like, hey, look at last season, guess what? We are still a team to look out for. These guys have won like 7 or 8 out of their last 10 games, and right now currently stand number 3 in the Western Conference. A tough Western Conference, by the way, which brings me to my next segment. How good can the Western Conference truly be? Because this Western Conference is actually insane. Because even the teams that are not so good are looking good. Like the Houston Rockets, they currently hold a record of 8-4. The Rockets are saying, hey, we're young, but we might be here. We might be arriving. This Rockets team to give me a bit of the 20 to 21 Cavs. Like, the season before we had the pop off season, like, hey, we was doing all right. You feel me? We started off the season very good and then ended off very poorly. But yeah, this is what the Rockets team is giving me. But with this go around, hey, they have some players who might have been better than that 2021 Cavs team. Which leads me to the next segment. The Cleveland Cavaliers right now hold a record of 13-0. Tonight they play the Bulls. So let's go ahead and say 14-0. And they are shocking the world. And if you've been a fan of me for a while and you've been watching me for a while, you know I've been saying the Cavs are going to be a team to look out for. I sound like a broken record player every time I say it. The Cavs are a team to look out for. The Cavs are the best team in basketball right now, and I don't see that slowing down anytime soon. And when we play the Celtics on Tuesday, I truly do believe we're going to beat them. We're going to stay undefeated. The Cavs are that team. The Cavs are a team where it's just like, dang, where did that come from? But if you've been watching, you knew, hey, this was possible because we have Kenny Atkinson as our coach, and he's been doing great. He's been letting Mobley run the point, and it's definitely been working. And Mobley is having an amazing season. He's putting up a DPOY caliber year. He's putting up an All-Star caliber year. And man, hey, you might even could put him in the MVP. Just like you can with Donovan Mitchell. On to the next segment, which is the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, positive for the Lakers. They have not lost at home yet. Negative. Yeah, D'Angelo Russell. Yeah, that's the negative. Next segment, the Warriors. Oh boy, I was wrong. I thought the Warriors were gonna come out here and be the 10th seed. Them niggas is whipping ass. Steph Curry is saying, I'm not that goddamn old, but he was proving that, hey, I was worth it. I was worth getting picked up. He said, I could replace Clay, and it's definitely been working because the Mavs ain't doing too good because Luka want to play hero ball and shit. But the Warriors, they've been whooping ass, and they've been doing very good, and they was winning without Steph, which is fucking scary. What kind of black magic are they fucking doing? They need to stop that shit. When are they going to stop that shit? Like, when are the Warriors just gonna fucking stop? Like, I feel bad for this team franchise. Because when Steph retires, that black magic gonna retire with him. So for the next 20 years, y'all going to be ass because y'all don't have a future no more because y'all gave up Jordan Poole. But the Warriors have been fucking elite, and that's insane to me. They've been fucking good. Like, what? Oh, who hasn't been very good? The Philadelphia 76ers. I remember when everybody was saying, oh, the Sixers gonna be better than the Cavs. That's a given. They're gonna be there's gonna be the Sixers, the Knicks, the Bucks, and the Celtics. Oh, the bitch enjoy the bottom. Nope, they're 2-9. Enjoy the fucking bottom. But Jared McCain, that boy's a bucket. That boy's getting freaking bucket. And I don't really like the homophobic comments towards him, but basketball fans tend to do that, and I get it if you're joking, but some of these comments seem really homophobic towards him, and that's not really good for the basketball community. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Do I sound like a hypocrite because of the Jalen Green video? No, because I did say he was doing a weird thing, but I also said in the comments I'm not homophobic. I don't support, people being homophobic. Because that's a little weird. It's like let people live, but Jared McCain is a bucket. He just had like a 32-point game, which was his career high in his rookie season. Hey, that boy getting buckets. He putting up a Rookie of the Year campaign. He may not win it because that team fucking sucks. But, hey, he's putting up a great season in Philly. Hopefully the team doesn't fucking suck by the mid of the season. But right now, they fucking suck. But that is it. That is all. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well like and sub. Or no, that's your choice. But that's all I got for this video. I am out. Adam Silver, you did a great job this Christmas, because this Christmas was a thriller. Here's why. So, opening game, the Knicks versus Spurs. This was amazing basketball. Mikal Bridges went off for like 41 points, and the Alien went off for 42 points. He had like 19 rebounds and like 4 blocks. This nigga was going crazy. He was going stupid. He was shooting hella threes. He was shooting from deep. He shot like a 30-foot three. Mikal Bridges just could not be contained. He showed out on Christmas night. Like, I was expecting Jalen Brunson to have an amazing game, but no, it's Mikal Bridges. And Mikal Bridges is really showing that, like, hey, when I need to step up, I will step up. And then, like, the days on the Nets, that wasn't just a fluke. Like, that's really who I am when I need to be that. But Victor Wembanyama on his Christmas debut was fucking insane. And I'm so happy that the NBA, it's like turning around this season. Like, I feel like after this slate of Christmas games, the NBA viewerships will go back up because, like, these guys are actually hooping now. They care about what's going on. They care about the game. Wemby and Mikal Bridges went out there on Christmas night and combined for over 80 points. on Christmas night. Hey man, if you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball. On to the next game. Next game being the Mavs versus Timberwolves. This was also a very amazing game. By the way, Luka Doncic, he didn't play the whole game, only played 16 minutes. And it was looking shaky at first, because at first, the Mavs were down 28. But then Kyrie Irving said, hold on, wait. Let me show y'all who I am on Christmas night. And he goes off for 39 points, and he rallied the Mavs very close to coming back. Like, they was real close to coming back and winning this game. But you know, Anthony Edwards had to shut him out. Julius Randle had a good game, having 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists. Gobert had 10 points and 14 rebounds. Of course, like I said, Ant had 26, 5 and 8. And this was a very good game. Like, this was a very entertaining game. Because at first, I was watching the game, I was thinking like, oh my God, another blow. How am I going to turn this off? And then Kyrie started going fucking stupid. And then Clay hit a couple of shots. Clay had 12 points, an assist, and 4 rebounds. And like, but this game was fucking insane. Like, this game was stupid. And Luka, he came out the gate hot, like, until he got, you know, a little hurt, and that caused him to miss the rest of the game, unfortunately. But the Mavs were still able to keep up with them and win this game. And of course, we all know the Timberwolves haven't been very good this game. They lost their last 3 games coming into this game, and the Mavs won like the last 6 out of 8 games. But the Timberwolves were able to hold on and beat the Mavs, moving on to game 3. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I didn't think the Sixers was going to be able to compete with the Boston Celtics. By the way, shout out to the Celtics for wearing red and green. That was very awesome. That was very cool to see on Christmas night. At least they showed Christmas spirit, because a lot of teams didn't. Like, usually on Christmas, they at least wear the city jerseys. But no, this Christmas, they wearing home and away jerseys. I don't really like that. But the Sixers' top 2 players, Embiid and Maxey, they boys went off. Maxey had 33 points, 12 assists, and 4 rebounds. Maxey is definitely proving he's a top 5 point guard in basketball today. It goes Luka, SGA, Steph, Maxey, and Brunson. All right, but Embiid also had a great game, having 27 points, 2 assists, and 9 rebounds. And that's the thing with Embiid. He's not fucking bad. It's just he doesn't want to play. But Caleb Martin also had a good game, having 23 points for the Sixers. And of course, Al Horford showed out against the Sixers because he doesn't fucking like them, having 17 points. And Jason Tatum had a great Christmas game too, having 32 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists. Jaylen Brown had 23 and 7. D. White had 21, 4, and 3. For this nigga to just be a role player, he damn sure putting up starting numbers. Well, starting numbers. He damn sure putting up all-star numbers. So shit, this Boston team, hey, even despite the loss, they lost this game with the score being 118 to 114. This don't really mean much, because, you know, the Celtics are still going to dominate the fucking East. Except when they, of course, I want to cut out when I say except when they go against the Cavaliers. Anyways, the next game was the Lakers versus the Warriors. And of course, LeBron versus Steph is always going to be cinema. This nigga Steph, boy. This nigga Steph. Oh my God. Steph was getting fucking buckets this game, and he kept the Warriors in the game. Like, and really, this really was an entertaining game, dog, because LeBron James was going off, Austin Reeves was going off, Anthony Davis got hurt in like the first or second quarter, so he didn't really get to play much. But the Lakers were still keeping up. Like, the Lakers were still a positive when LeBron and AD wasn't on the floor. That's a good thing to see, because the Lakers, hey, they need to be able to work without LeBron and AD at times, because, you know, LeBron is getting older, and I don't see him actually trying to play like 65 plus games. I really do think LeBron will pop a cap out at 63 games. But this game, LeBron James had 31 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds. Austin Reeves had 26 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Steph Curry had 38 points and 6 assists. Wiggins had 21 points and 12 rebounds. Draymond Green was yelling a lot. But hey, Steph hits a 3. Boom. The score is like, no, wait, here's what happened. Steph hits a 3. The score is within 1. Boom. Lakers go down the court, score. Boom. And then Steph again gets a chance to hit a 3. He hits the 3. He ties the game. And then the next possession, which is the last possession, Austin Reeves gets the ball, goes baseline up on Andrew Wiggins, wins the ball game for the Lakers. And now the score ends with being 115 to 113. And this was one of the greatest Christmas games I have ever watched. Of course, I watched Cavs vs. Warriors Christmas game 2017, but this was one of the greatest ones I ever watched. But on to the Suns and Nuggets game. This game was pure hoops too. The NBA really went 5 for 5 today, and I'm proud of them. This is gonna bring back viewership. By the way, they killed the NFL. The NFL games was kind of, I don't watch the NFL. Jay don't know football, but the NFL games were kind of ass. And the NFL, they didn't really show up, but they did have CM Punk. They had CM Punk, so that's a dub for the NFL. They had CM Punk. The NBA didn't. But the NBA went 5 for 5. I'm proud of them. The Nuggets and Suns was a good game. Every game was a good game. I'm proud of the NBA for actually coming out and producing good games. And people was hating on this schedule. I was too, I ain't gonna lie. But people was hating on the schedule because it's like, why are some of the bottom teams in the West playing on Christmas Day? I feel like it should be the number 1 seed for the East versus number 1 seed in the West, number 2 seed East, number 2 seed West. I feel like it should be like that for the 5-game slates every year. Like the top 5 teams from each conference play each other. That would be tough. That would be a tough concept, right? But the NBA truly did save Christmas. They produced entertaining basketball games, and they produced some of the best highlights that you may see this year. Cause that Jonathan Comedian dunk, oh my goodness, that shit was powerful. But the NBA saved Christmas, and the Grinch is the NFL for trying to take over the NBA on Christmas. Why would you do that? Come on, man. The holidays is about hoops. But with that being said, that's all I got for the video. Hey, maybe this fun to be. Might as well like a sub or don't. That's your choice. But Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. I am out. So in the NBA today, there are only 5 teams who have a real chance at winning it all. And in today's video, I'm going to list all 5 teams who have the best shot at getting the NBA championship. But of course, let's start off with the honorable mentions. That's being the Los Angeles Lakers. Hey, if the Lakers could string together a couple of games and of course stay healthy during the playoffs, they are always one of the best teams in the league, and they are always a team to look out for when it comes to winning the NBA championship. Another team being the New York Knicks. The Knicks are hoopers and they can't get buckets. And just like the Lakers, if they could string together a couple of games and of course stay healthy during the playoffs, and if Tom Thibodeau don't run them into the fucking ground, yeah, Knicks fans, y'all need to check him about that. The Knicks can win the championship. Also, the Orlando Magic. Hey, the Magic are for real a good team, and they are still a top 4 team in the East despite facing all those injuries. Imagine when they're fully healthy. Oh yeah, the Magic have a great chance at winning the NBA championship. Now let's get on to number 5 on this list. Number 5 on this list being the Denver Nuggets. Right now, the Denver Nuggets are not even playing their best brand of basketball, and they still hold a current record of 21-15, which puts them 4th in the West. And to be honest with you, if you have the best basketball player on earth, that being Nikola Jokic, you cannot count that team out. Nikola Jokic is still one of the best, not even one of the best players, I'm sorry, the best player on basketball. When it comes to the sport of basketball, yeah, Nikola Jokic is currently the best player in it, and Jamal Murray have not been playing up to his standard as of recent. But despite that, Westbrook has been freaking amazing in his starting role. He's just recently got a triple-double with Nikola Jokic, and he's been flourishing in the role he has been given this season. Now, I also said earlier before this season started, I said that, yeah, Westbrook is going to work pretty well alongside Nikola Jokic. And of course, Michael Porter Jr., he's averaging the most points he ever averaged in the season before. He's averaging 19, 6, and 2. That's not bad. He's averaging the most points he ever averaged in the season before, like I just said. Christian Brown has still been one of the best role players in basketball today. Most recently, just having a game with 15 points and shooting 6 for 8 for the field. He's been pretty consistent, averaging 13 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds on 55% shooting. Hey, that's what you call being consistent. And Aaron Gordon is still, of course, one of the best dunkers in the league, but he has been out for the last couple of games, and the Nuggets are definitely missing him. The next team being the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, Ja Morant has been in and out. And guess where the Memphis Grizzlies rank in the West? They rank 3rd, behind the Thunder and the Rockets. You tell me, the team that has been missing their best player, who has been in and out with injury, is 3rd in the West. Desmond Bane has been absolutely hooping. Jaren Jackson Jr. putting up a DPOY season. These boys out here hooping. Scottie Pippen Jr., when he gets to play time, hey, that nigga been hooping. So, a top 3 team consistently missing their best player is currently 3rd in the West. That says a lot, and that means, yeah, they are definitely a title contender who's in the race to get that championship this year. On to the next team. That next team being, of course, we all know they was going to be there. The Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is, of course, the 2nd best player in the world, and like I said, you don't count against one of the best players in the world. You just don't do that unless it's Joel Embiid because he doesn't consistently play. So, yeah, but yeah, you don't count against some of the best players in the world. You just don't. And Giannis and the Bucks are one team you don't count against because once they get it going, like Taurean Prince, hey, he's been shooting 40% from the 3. He's shooting higher than that this season. And Damian Lillard, once he gets hot, he gets hot. And Giannis is the best 2-way basketball player in the world right now. That's going to soon be taken by Wemby, but that's another video for another day. But yes, the Bucks are one of the teams that are actually an NBA title contender. And right now in the East, they're still one of the top teams in the East. They're not as high as I thought they would be. I thought they would be where the Knicks are at currently, but unfortunately, they are not. But for them to start the season off so poorly and still be the fifth seed in the East, holding the record of 19-16, that's pretty goddamn good for that team. On to the next team. That team being, of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers. I truly believe the Cleveland Cavaliers are, first of all, the deepest team in the NBA. Because we could go to Ty Jerome, we could go to Sam Merrill, we could go to George Niang, we could go to, well, George Niang fucking sucks. We could go to Jalen Tyson, dog, Caris LeVert. This team is deep as shit. Dean Wade, Isaac Okoro. These not even naming some of the best top 4 players. This team is what you call deep and have depth. This team is amazing on offense, and of course, the best defensive team in the league. Not statistically, but you know, they're the best offensive team statistically, but they're not the best defensive team. That's okay, see, whatever. But this team is young, and of course, have 4 all-star caliber players on their team. There is no freaking way this team don't reach the NBA Finals, and they currently hold a record of 33-4 and are on a 11-game win streak, just beating the Raptors the other night. On to the next and final team. That final team being the OKC Thunder. Hey, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, that is a bad tandem. And then they just got iHeart back. Oh my God. Look, this team, first of all, they're already fully healthy. Well, they're not fully healthy because they're missing Caruso, but this team is basically close to fully healthy. And they were just on a 15-game win streak before it being snapped by, you know, the best team in basketball. But yes, this team has one of the greatest, not even one of the greatest chances. They had the second greatest chance to win the NBA championship this year. If there was any year for the OKC Thunder to do it, it's this year. But unfortunately, they're going to run into the Cleveland Cavaliers. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is putting up an MVP caliber year. Jalen Williams is putting up an All-NBA / All-Star caliber year. And of course, they have the best defense in the league with guys like Lu Dort, Aaron Wiggins. I'm sorry, Aaron Wiggins. Don't hurt me. Aaron Wiggins and iHeart on the team. And by the way, Aaron Wiggins should probably be gone so they could trade him for Cam Johnson so they could even upgrade the team even more. But we know that OKC might just stick it through and just be like, you know what? Hey, this team is doing pretty well right now, so why would we trade anybody? But with that being said, that's all I got for this video. Hey, you made this fun video? Might as well like and sub or don't. That's of course your choice. But that's all I got for this video. I am out. This may have just been the greatest NBA free agency of all time. Let's get right into it. Starting off with some of the minor ones, but they're still pretty big. God damn it, DeAndre Hunter. You are a Cavalier. This young man has been going off for the Hawks and is averaging some of his best stats so far this season, putting up 19 points a night. And by the way, all we had to trade was Caris LeVert and George Niang, bitch ass. That nigga suck. George Niang fucking suck. And we got him. We got rid of George Niang and got DeAndre Hunter. Stop playing with that young nigga, man. But this season, DeAndre Hunter is averaging 19 points, 3 rebounds, shooting 46% from the field and 39% from 3. Oh my God. This was the missing piece. And then guess what? We still kept our other 2 best wing defenders in Dean Wade and Isaac Okoro. We still got them. And now we had DeAndre Hunter. Boy, the opposing team's best players, they ain't gonna be able to rest. Because first you're gonna have to deal with DeAndre Hunter. Then when the second unit come in, you're gonna have to deal with either Dean Wade or Isaac Okoro, or even both. Nigga, that shit is scary as fuck. And then DeAndre Hunter, he could score. It ain't like he just okay, he only play defense. No, he's really a 3-and-D guy and one of the best 3-and-D players in basketball today. Alright though, let's go on to the other trades. Now, starting out with, the Wizards get Marcus Smart from the Grizzlies. They got Kobe Jones and Alex Len too from the Kings. And they get a 2025 first round pick. On the Grizzlies receive Marvin Bagley and Johnny Davis. And the Kings receive Jake LaVrara. I know Marcus Smart is mad as hell. He went from the Grizzlies, a team who could possibly compete for a title, to playing in Washington with Jordan Poole bitch ass. I wouldn't want to be there because he's not going to pass the ball now, especially since Kyle Kuzma is there. I probably shouldn't have said that because that's going to be later in the video. But hey, whatever. Raptors land Ingram in a 3-player deal. So the Raptors, they got Brandon Ingram. The Pelicans, they get Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk and a first and second round pick. That's a pretty nice trade. And the fact that they got more picks than what the Mavs got for Luka is kind of fucking insane. But Brandon Ingram is now up there with the Raptors, and I guess they're not trying to capture the flag anymore. I mean, the Raptors is already a good team. They already got their base of players, but Cooper Flag would have been like the complete piece. But Hey, they don't want to capture the flag no more because the Jazz, they look like they're going to capture the flag. On to the next trade. That being the Warriors, they got Jimmy Buckets. The Warriors received Jimmy Butler. They gave away Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, and the Jazz gave away Davion Mitchell. And they also got a 2025 first round pick for the Heat. The Jazz received Josh Richardson, KJ Morey, a 2028 second round pick, a 2031 second round pick, and cash considerations. And the Pistons received Lindy Waters, Dennis Schroeder, and a 2031 second round pick. Dennis, by the way, is not going to play for Pistons, I don't think. No, he is going to play for the Pistons because Dennis has been traveling lately. I don't know. I feel bad for his family. They've been living out of a suitcase for a good little minute. And on to the next trade. The Lakers, they got Mark Williams. They found their center. They got their center now, but they gave up Dalton Knecht and Cam Reddish, which Knecht, he was pretty good this season, but the Lakers trying to win now, so they're not really thinking about that. They're like, okay, we don't give a damn how good you're going to be in a couple of years. We need to fucking win now. They also gave about 2031 unprotected first round pick and a 2030 pick swap. And now we on to the Bucks for Kuzma trade. God damn it, I can't speak. The Bucks get their new big three. Yeah, sure. But Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Baldwin Jr., and Jericho Sims, and the 2025 second round pick. The Wizards get Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, a 2028 first round pick swap, and the Knicks receive DeLon Wright and cash considerations. I guess they didn't really want shit. The Hawks trade Bogdanovich to the Clippers. The Clippers get Bogdanovich, and the Hawks get Terrence Mann, Bones Highland, Busy B, 2025 second round pick, 2026 second round pick, and the 2027 second round pick. On to the next trade. The Raptors, they got PJ Tucker. I don't really, okay. The Raptors receive PJ Tucker, 2026 second round pick, and cash consideration while the Heat got Davion Mitchell. I guess for 2 seconds. Yeah, I guess. Suns gives up Joseph Nurkic to the Hornets for Cody Moore. I can't say the second guy's name. They call me catch all you fucking more. I don't like to say names wrong, and that's kind of racist. But they also got a 26 second round pick. So yeah. Let's get to the bigger trades. Fuck that. What we all here for? Luka got traded to the fucking Lakers for Anthony Davis. Wow. The second best basketball player in the world got traded. Has that ever happened before? Like, and they got traded without being asked to be traded. Like, has that ever happened before? Like, the second best basketball player in the whole entire world got traded just because the team didn't want him there no more and because he was fat. Nigga, if he's fat but he dropping 70 on niggas' heads, do it for you. I will put a McDonald's in his training facility for his fat ass. If that's the case, he gonna keep doing that, nigga. Don't worry about it. Let it be. All right. Another blockbuster trade was De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs. This shit is getting scary. Wemby got his point guard now. I mean, he had a point guard, Chris Paul, but he wasn't gonna be there for that long. But Wemby got his point guard now. And Jordan McLaughlin. But we're not worried about that. The Kings received Zach LaVine. This is crazy. The Bulls, I don't know what the Bulls are going to do. Like, the Bulls were rebuilding already, and now they're trying to rebuild even more. I don't know. This team is confusing. They got Zach LaVine and a lot of fucking picks. And the Bulls received Zach Collins, Kevin Huerter, and Trey Jones, and the 2025 first round pick. Dog. Hey, I don't know what the Bulls are doing with their franchise. I kind of feel bad for King of the fourth quarter because are they trying to capture the flag? What are they trying to do? Because, like, I don't know. They might be in the playing spot. So it's like, I don't know if they're trying to capture the flag or not. I don't think they're going to be able to capture the flag. But hey, Fox to the Spurs is fucking amazing. Wemby officially has his point guard now. In 2 years, this nigga is going to be in the title contention. Matter of fact, not even 2 years, maybe next season when he have a full season with De'Aaron Fox and the team can get used to him. This team is going to be scary. It was already scary enough that Wemby was dropping fucking 40 and shooting 8 threes a night. But now he has a point guard who attacks the basket and is pretty good playmaker. He's not an amazing playmaker, but De'Aaron Fox can pass the ball. Dog, this shit is going to be scary. Now the Spurs are going to build a new dynasty, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait for the Wemby era to officially start. It's brewing. It's brewing. That's really it's brewing. We passed into the LeBron era, and now we're going on to Wemby era. It's brewing. Well, I guess you could call it the Jokic era, I guess, because LeBron, Jokic. Okay, yeah, we're going to call it LeBron, Jokic, and then Wemby era. Whatever. But trade deadline is definitely bigger than the Super Bowl. I don't watch football in general, so I didn't really give a damn about the Super Bowl build. But the trade deadline just took over the Super Bowl weekend. And that's fucking amazing. Like, trade deadline is always around the Super Bowl, but it'll never be as big as how it was this season. Shams, you did amazing for your first year being a top franchise player for free agency news. Your problem is, stop like just tweeting out as soon as you get news. Nigga, wait till you get everything and then tweet it out, bro. Because Woj, he used to get everything and then tweet it out. He ain't just used to try to be the first one to tweet it out. No, he got all the information and then tweeted it out. He didn't spread it out between 4 tweets. Because like when Woj tweeted it, and he be like, and you sit around, people like, oh, these players just got traded. Oh, who he got traded for? He got traded for this, that, and a first round pick. But no, with Shams, you could be like, oh, such as you got traded for this player, and then what else? What else they get? Shit, I don't know. They ain't released it yet. So Shams, you gotta work on that. But with that being said, this is the greatest free agency of all time. Not free agency, trade deadline of all time. And that being said, that's all I got for this video. Maybe this one video. Better like and sub or don't. That's your choice. I am out. Voters fatigue in the NBA. So voter fatigue has been fucking terrible, really, because it will cause players to not win awards that they should have definitely won just because they already won it previously, which is really insane. And it's like, okay, after a certain point, you can't get more MVPs than that, because Michael Jordan has a total of like what, 5 MVPs, I'm pretty sure, maybe 6, and it's just like, okay, you cannot pass that threshold. We cannot have you have more MVPs than Michael Jordan, because if we do that, then we can't push him as the GOAT anymore, or something like crazy like that. In more recent history, Nikola Jokic should have definitely had MVP a couple of more times than what he truly has it, because when Embiid won the MVP award, we all know good and well that Jokic should have won it, but it was just like, okay, Jokic, you done already got it before, you got it 2 times in a row, so Embiid, here, take this MVP award that you're not supposed to have, but we're tired of seeing Nikola Jokic win it, so we're gonna give it to you. Here, nigga, damn. And then the following year, Nikola Jokic win the MVP award again, which doesn't add up to me, when he could have just won it 4 times in a row and that would have been fucking history. But the NBA doesn't like to work like that. Truthfully, I find it horrific how openly people are just letting the media say, okay, yeah, we're getting voter fatigue, because that doesn't make sense. Because this has been going on for almost like 20 years. Because, dog, LeBron James should have had 3 MVPs in a row. Because the one D Rose won in 2011, he shouldn't have had fucking got it. He shouldn't. If we're being honest, he shouldn't have got it, because LeBron James was better than him in like every statistical stat. And LeBron James was just straight up the better basketball player. And there's years where Michael Jordan should have won it, but the league was just like, you know what, we're tired of seeing Michael Jordan win everything, so we're just gonna not give it to him. That's lame as hell. And it's going to happen again with Jokic, because they're probably going to give SGA the MVP award when it should go to Jokic. Jokic is the best basketball player on earth today. He's obviously the most valuable, because if Jokic was not on the Nuggets, they would be a fucking 12th seed. Let's be honest here. OKC can live without SGA. I said they can live without SGA. They not going to be the same team without SGA, but they could definitely live without him. OKC got a good squad built up. The Nuggets, that is Jokic's team. Jokic not there, no Nuggets in playoffs. That's easy and simple. But no, the league is just gonna ruin Jokic and just give it to SGA because SGA has aura, he's a cool player and all that. No, I don't give a fuck about that. Give Jokic the MVP award. Fuck that. Oh, we got to give it to somebody else. Jokic done won it so many times in this past decade. I don't give a shit. Jokic really, if we're going to be real honest right now, before Wemby hit his prime, Jokic really win all these bitches. If we're going to be very fucking honest here. But that's not going to happen, because let's move it back to the 2010s with LeBron in his prime. So, in 09 and 2010, guess who wins MVP? LeBron James. In 2011, we get there. We were like, should we give LeBron James the feat of winning 3 MVPs in a row? No, let's give it to this young guard out in Chicago who, yeah, is busting ass, but he is not better than LeBron James, and he is not more valuable than LeBron Raymond James, and we all knew that, and we all seen it. But you know, voters fatigue. Fuck it, let's give it to D Rose. And then 2012, 2013, LeBron James MVP. 2014, we done seen this young man winning 4 times already. We don't need to give him any more. So let's give it to Kevin Durant. I'm not gonna lie though, 2015 and 2016, that was definitely Steph Curry's award. 2017, that was definitely Russell Westbrook's award. At 2018, man, okay, Harden, he's averaging 40. Fuck that. LeBron James in 2018 was definitely the most valuable player on earth. On earth. In any sport. LeBron James carried a sorry ass Cavalier team to the NBA Finals by himself, straight up by himself. His second leading scorer, averaging like 13 points. James Harden had a squad around him in the 2017-2018 NBA season. Like, we had believed that he might be able to knock off the Warriors, because look at how insane he's been playing. But you know what? The NBA was like, we got a story to make. Sorry, LeBron, you cannot get another MVP. As hell, in 2021, before the injury, LeBron was on his way to another MVP, but we're not going to talk about that because this is about, other things. But league fatigue is absolutely annoying. It should not exist in sports. If he is the most valuable player, if he is the best player on basketball, he should be the MVP. And that's why I truly believe, I know SGA is probably going to win that MVP award, but I truly don't believe he should. I hate voter fatigue. And that being said, that's all I got for the video. You made this fun to be. You might as well like and sub, or don't. That is your choice. I am out. Okay, so there's this guy who hosts a podcast called the 520 Podcast. And on this podcast, he like to crack jokes, like talk about his time in the NBA. And he like to refer to himself as like a lower tier player. But what some of you may not know is this guy was actually good at basketball. This guy being Jeff Teague. At one point, Jeff Teague was one of the better point guards in the NBA and one of the better starting point guards in the league. And he was also named to an all-star team and also was one of the best players on a 60-win Hawks team in 2015. By the way, that beat LeBron and his Cavs all regular season. Now, of course, in the playoffs, they met their match. But during the regular season, they beat LeBron and the Cavs multiple times. This guy, Jeff Teague, was actually a baller. And in today's video, we're going to talk about some of the best games he had in his entire career. Let's get right into it. One of his better games came against, of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers. What a shocker. On 2013, December 26th. In this game, Jeff Teague will go for 34 points, have 3 steals, 14 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his shooting splits in this game would be 65, 25, and 71. And his team would actually get a dub and 2 OTs, with the score being 127 to 125. God damn. 34 points, by the way, being his highest career points. On to his second better game, which came on March the 18th, 2014. In this game, he would also again have 34 points for the night. He would then have 5 assists, 4 steals, and 3 rebounds. And his shooting splits would be 62, 50, and 100 with 11 made free throws. God damn. Another career high game for Jeff Teague. On to the next game. That next game being against the Philadelphia 76ers, which came November the 15th, 2013. In this game, Jeff Teague will go for 33, have 10 assists, a steal, and 4 rebounds. And for this game, his shooting splits would be 69, 33, and 92, hitting 12 free throws that night and leading the Hawks to a W, with the score being 113 to 103. On to his next better game. That next game being on February the 1st, 2016 against the Dallas Mavericks. In this game, Jeff Teague will go for 32 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists on the night. And in this game, he would shoot 77, 83, and 100% from the free throw line. Oh, and his shooter's percentage, that would be 98%. Jesus Christ, what was wrong with this young man? But let's talk about Teague's better seasons. Let's start off with the 2013 and 2014 season, the season right before his All-Star year. In this season, Jeff Teague would average 16 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds with 1 steal a night. And for his shooting splits, that would be 43, 32, and of course, 84 from the line. That is not bad for that era of basketball. And Jeff Teague was one of the more explosive guards in the league. He could take you out the dribble and punch on your head right to the rim. That's what Jeff Teague was doing when he was a young player. He wasn't just no sorry nigga coming off the bench. No, he was actually really fucking good. But let's move on to his All-Star season. In his All-Star season, his one and only All-Star appearance, if you watch this podcast, you know what I mean by that. He would average 15 points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds a night, and 1 steal. And for his shooter splits, those would be 46, 34, and of course 86 from the line. And of course, he would help lead his team to 60 wins, one of the better Hawks seasons in recent memory. And of course, they will be a very good team throughout the whole season. But you know, once you ran into LeBron, Raymond James, it was just pretty much over for them. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the Hawks played LeBron and the Cavs, and unfortunately they got swept, putting an end to one of the better Hawks seasons in recent memory. But that does not delay the fact that Jeff Teague was actually a pretty good goddamn point guard during his time in the league. And he had games even when he was older, where he had 18 points for the Milwaukee Bucks. No, for the Boston Celtics. I'm sorry, for the Boston Celtics. Don't get upset at me. Oh, Jay don't know about. No, for the Boston Celtics. He soon got traded to Orlando Magic, and Orlando told him, hey, we're not gonna play you. And he was a little upset about that, because he was like, I'm better than some of these niggas on the team. And if you watch the podcast, you know what I'm talking about, because he said it on the podcast. But yeah, and he wasn't lying. He was better than some of those people on that Orlando Magic team. But hey, with that being said, it led him to join the Milwaukee Bucks, which led him to an NBA championship. So he's an all-star and an NBA champion. But if you watch his podcast, you would think he was just some bum that was in the league for 2 years. No, he played like 12 seasons. Jeff Teague was actually really good at basketball. He was explosive, fast. He could hit his shots when he needed to. He was a pretty clutch player back in his day too, especially during the Hawks. Oh yeah, he was pretty clutch for them. But if you listen to him, you'll think, oh, he was just a bum, played 2 years in the NBA and got in, got out. No, he made a lot of money. He hooped, and he did what he needed to do. But with that being said, Jeff Teague was actually good at basketball. That's all I got for this video. Made this fun video, whether we like and sub or don't. That's your choice. But I am out. Man, don't let it happen. NBA media, please do not let it happen. Do not let Nikola Jokic get robbed at MVP. And Nikola Jokic's last 5 games, he has averaged 39 points, 8 assists, 2 steals a night with 10 rebounds a game. And his shooter splits has been 55, 32, and 77. These are not Jokic's best shooter splits. And even still, he's been fucking incredible. His team has went 3-2 in the last 5 games, and just last night he had a 60-point triple-double and an absolute thriller up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jokic have been proven, hey, I'm the MVP. I'm the most valuable player. I am the best basketball player in the world, and I would be very upset if they let Shai Gilgeous-Alexander get the MVP award just because he has aura. Man, stop that shit, man. Yes, I get it. SGA is the best basketball player on the best team in the West, but he is nowhere near as valuable of Jokic. The Thunder could lose SGA and be alright. If the Nuggets lose Nikola Jokic, get ready to see them in the play-in. Because hell, they couldn't even beat Nikola Jokic when they dropped a 60-point triple-double, and they still couldn't beat the Timberwolves. That says a lot. Now on the Thunder, boy, SGA can miss the rest of the season. They'll be alright. They don't need him to close out the season. They gonna be alright. But the Nuggets, nah, they gonna need Jokic to win a couple of games, these last few games. But with that being said, we're not gonna let Jokic get robbed. Right. The next segment being, Steph Curry just had 52 points after Desmond Bane pissed him off, because Desmond Bane was pushing around. Curry tried to shoot, you feel me, during the dead ball, and Desmond Bane just smacked that motherfucker, and Curry did not take too kindly to that. And he went off for 52 points. I'm pretty sure he had like 8 threes and like the first half or something like that. Shit was crazy. And now the Warriors moved to 18-2 record with Steph and Jimmy Butler both in the lineup. That is fucking scary. They went from the 10th seed to the 5th seed in like a month when Curry got a real second option, proving that the Warriors are a scary team when they have the right team built around Steph. We don't know how far they're going to go in the playoffs, but what we do know is they're definitely going to be a team to look out for, and they're definitely not going to be a team to overlook, because when Jimmy B is in the playoffs, that is a different beast. And when Steph is in the playoffs, we know how that gets. Carmelo Anthony, after an illustrious career, is officially again inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame. Rightfully deserved. Carmelo Anthony basketball career is a 3-time Olympic champion, a 2003 NCAA champion, a 10-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA second team, 4-time All-NBA third team, 2013 NBA scoring champ. He got his number 15 retired by Syracuse, and he's in the NBA 75th anniversary list. This man had a historic career, and some people believe he should have been the 2003 NBA MVP. Hey, he's one of the greatest scorers of all time. Fuck out of here. With that being said, if you made this one video, why don't like and sub, or don't? That's your choice. That being said, I am out. Let's talk about it. The OKC Thunder. Dog. This team is the most scariest team in the playoffs today. Listen to me when I say this. This team right here was down 29 points. You know what the fuck they did? They flipped the switch and started buzzing their ass. Dog, the OKC Thunder is giving the Grizzlies that old-fashioned ass whooping. Like, at one point, it seemed like, okay, the Grizzlies, they might be in this series. And the Thunder was like, you know what? Let's lock in on defense and shut these niggas out. Because that's what the OKC Thunder do. It's not like how the Warriors was just started randomly just going to run. No, the Thunder, they would start locking your ass up, making sure you cannot score. And then they'll just be scoring while you can't score. They could not score for 2 possessions, but they know for fact you ain't gonna score for 5 possessions. Hey, look, as a Cavs fan, I'm saying this. The Thunder, it might be their year. Yes, I said it. As a Cavs fan, I'm saying this. Thunder might get it done this year. If we beat them in the finals, I'm not gonna lie, I may be a little bit scared. But on to the next series. That next series being the Lakers versus the Timberwolves. This series isn't really going as I expected, but you know, because I really thought the Lakers were just going to bust the Timberwolves' ass. Like, low-key, I don't think the Timberwolves was going to put up a fight. I really did think the Lakers was going to bust their ass. It's playoff LeBron and playoff Luka Doncic, and that tandem right there should just be enough to run through the West, get to the Western Conference Finals, and lose to the OKC Thunder. But apparently this series is going to be a fairly even matchup. And really, low-key, the Timberwolves may come out on top because they have a big man, unlike the Lakers. But you know, Rudy Gobert just fucking sucks on offense, which is so sad to see. He's 7 foot tall. You can't hit a fucking layup at 7 foot. What the hell is wrong with you? You know what? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna leave him alone. 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 On to the next series. That next series being the Knicks versus the Pistons. Dog, them Pistons fans were not fucking playing with Brunson. Them niggas said, what they were saying, fuck you, Brunson, or something like that. Hey, Jalen Brunson is to the Pistons what Trae Young is to the Knicks. That nigga is giving them niggas that belt. But the Pistons, I feel like, you know, they might be able to take this series to 7. Because the Pistons are not a bad basketball team. If you really watch, they're not a bad basketball team. But, you know, when you're under JB Bickerstaff, you can only be but so good before, you know, you might be too good for his coaching. Because, like I said, he did this before with the Cavs. Okay, he got us to a point where, okay, we are a good team. We're a very good team. But we're not going to be a great team unless we get a new coach, which the Pistons are going to have to do if they really want to compete for a title in the upcoming years. But right now, it's fine to have JB Bickerstaff on their team. And it's fine right now to battle with the Knicks, because the Knicks, they might get to the Eastern Conference Finals and play the Cavaliers because, well, you know, Cavs are obviously going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Are we surprised about that? No, we are not. Which brings me to the next series, the Cavs versus Heat. Fuck you, Tyler Hero. Talk about something. Oh, he don't even play defense. You can't be talking. Shut your ass up. How about that? Shut up. How about that? You don't play no goddamn defense. You're not even fucking good. You're not better than Darius fucking Garland. I'll go out there and say, oh, he don't play defense. He shouldn't be talking. Nigga, shut up. You don't play defense neither. That's why he said we're going to pick on you. Cavs and fucking foe. Cavs and foe. Cavs and foe. On to the Rockets and Warriors. Really, the Warriors really should put that belt on the Rockets, but it's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure Jimmy is going to miss a game, so Rockets going to easily say that, which they did with Jalen Green. He had 35 points. Jalen Green had a coming out party in the playoffs, and he know this playoff series is going to decide his future with the Rockets. So, yeah, Jalen Green better play up the part. But people are expecting Steph Curry to carry this Warriors team at the age of 37 years old when they traded some of their best role players to get, you know, a second star. Yeah, that's not going to fucking happen. It's not 2016 anymore. Curry's not going to carry the Warriors. It just won't happen, especially against this young team like the Rockets, who is actually very fucking good. The Bucks versus Pacers series has been absolutely electric, considering the fact that Dame and Halliburton, they don't fuck with each other. But the one funny thing about Halliburton is he don't talk shit unless he is up. That's lame as hell. But I don't even know who's coming out on top. It look like the Pacers gonna come out on top because Giannis just getting no fucking hell. Giannis is doing everything in his power to win it, but it's just not working because the Bucks just aren't a good team. That's just the truth. No Giannis, no playoffs. Truthfully and honestly. And Dame is kind of, you know, selling. I'm pretty sure in the first game he had back, he went for like 3 for 11. Some crazy shit like that. What the hell are you doing out there? Do you not want to play? If you don't want to play, just tell the coach that, all right? All right, tell Doc Rivers that you don't want to play. And tell Darvin Ham to get his hands out his pockets. On to the next series. And that series being the Clippers versus the Nuggets. This series is not going how I expected. Honestly and truthfully. Kawhi Leonard done turned back the clock on their ass and busting their ass. He had a crazy efficient game. Like in game 2, dog, Kawhi Leonard. Hey, the Clippers, they sneaky, boy. They might be the team to play Thunder in the Western Conference Finals. I know I keep saying this about all the other shit. Niggas, just listen to me talk, all right? But yeah, the Clippers, they're a good basketball team. And they've been whooping the ass. And Harden, he turned back the clock too. And then they still have Norman Powell on that squad. This squad is a sneaky contender. And they might get rid of the Nuggets. I'm not going to lie to you. And of course, as always, maybe this fun video, but I would like it so or don't. That's your choice. I am out. It is collecting fucking souls. This nigga Anthony Edwards have now eliminated LeBron James and Kevin Durant, and quite possibly will eliminate Stephen fucking Curry. The Warriors just beat the Rockets in Game 7 in an absolute blowout. Buddy Hield decided, you know what? I like basketball today. Let me actually go out there and fucking hoop. Something he doesn't do normally. Y'all know J No Balls can't speak, but y'all still watch it for some reason. Check out the views on this video. But yeah, Steph Curry and the Warriors surpassed the Rockets in 7 games. But let's just say the Rockets, hey, this is not the last time y'all will ever be in the Game 7. This is not the last time y'all will be in the playoffs. This team is actually fucking good, like I've been saying. Warriors in 7. They're not going to play Ants and the Timberwolves. And honestly, I have the Wolves coming out in 5. On to the next series. Next series being the OKC Thunder versus the Denver Nuggets. OKC in 4. Cavs versus the Pacers. We just lost game 1. I'm kind of pissed off about that. That doesn't make me happy at all. Cavs in 5. Rudy Gobert is in the fight Draymond Green in the semifinals. I can't fucking wait. Boy, Draymond. If you slap the shit out of one of these Wolves, I swear, Draymond, I would love you forever. Like, imagine if Ant and Draymond get into it. That would be the craziest shit ever. Yeah, YN meets the ON. Hey, that shit gonna be entertaining. That shit gonna be, you feel me? Yeah. Like what Bleacher Report put in, you feel me, with the little popcorn emoji? Yeah, that shit gonna be that. Those are the next series, Celtics versus Knicks. Now, as a Cavs fan, I would rather beat the Knicks in the conference finals than I would with the Celtics. Because I do believe whatever team we meet, we're gonna beat them. But for the easier matchup, I want the Knicks to come out on top and upset the Celtics. But in reality, that's probably not gonna happen. The Celtics are the third best team in basketball today, with OKC being the first and the Cavs being the second. Yes, I'm finally admitting it. Yes, OKC is damn sure better than us. Them niggas is dead. But hopefully, the Knicks are able to pull off the upset and get the Celtics the fuck up out of here. Fuck the Pacers, by the way. Tyrese Halliburton. I hate Tyrese Halliburton with my heart. He's taking the role of Jalen Brunson, because Jalen Brunson, I hated that for a minute. But you, Tyrese Halliburton, you, oh yeah. He's never gonna see this video. But guess who is? You. And guess what you should do? Subscribe or don't. That's your choice. But with that being said, you made it thus far in the video. You might as well like and sub or don't. That's your choice. By the way, I have a second YouTube channel where it's gonna be more personal. I'm gonna talk about real shit. I'm gonna upload consistently on there. Unlike on here. I upload consistently. I upload one time a week. You know, people watch, you know. But that being said, that's all guys for this video. Made this fun video, but I would like and sub or don't. That's your choice. But I am out. Love you. These playoffs are the most open the NBA playoffs have probably ever been in the last 10 years. We do not know how any of these series are going to go. Right now, every series is looking like it could go swing either way. Even the series with the Nuggets and the OKC Thunder. Now, I do believe the OKC Thunder are going to come out on top versus the Nuggets. But the Nuggets just beat them in the OT thriller. And SGA, after the game, that boy was just laughing like, all right. And with the Timberwolves versus Warriors series, Anthony Edwards went down, but he did return to the game. And Steph Curry, he might not come back until like if they push it to game 6. But this still could go either type of way, because Buddy Hield and Jimmy Butler has been stepped up despite Curry being gone. And that's a scary thing if you're the Timberwolves, because no Steph on the Warriors, that should mean, hey, we can bust these niggas' ass. And Jimmy Butler is 35 years old, and right now, so far in the playoffs, we haven't really seen too much of playoff Jimmy. Now, I'm not gonna say this too early, but Jimmy Butler playoff era, that shit may just be over. But let me get to the game I really want to talk about. Cavs and the fucking 6B word. Donovan Mitchell is averaging 40 points this playoff series. That's right. Donovan Mitchell is averaging 40 points this playoff series. And now we're only down 2-1 in the series, which is fucking great. And Darius Garland came back to feed Jerry Allen the buckets that he's been missing these last couple of games. So if I'm the Pacers, I'm very scared, because of course in game 4, we're going to whoop the Pacers behind. I say we'll drop them off by a good 20 points here, because we've been getting 20-point leads on the Pacers, but we just been blowing them because we didn't have DG with us. So we didn't have really a second type of offensive player in our lineup. And Ty Jerome is currently blowing his future $100 million contract because he does not want to play basketball in the playoffs. And I absolutely hate that. Dog, if you don't want to fucking play basketball, just say, hey, coach, can you sit me out there in the playoffs? Because obviously I don't want to fucking play. But on to the Knicks versus Celtics series. This shit could go either way, but the Celtics just put belt the ass on the Knicks, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. But they were just down 2-0. Like, they had to win this game. If they didn't win this game, they would have went down 3-0, and that basically would have been it for the Celtics. But the Knicks is shocking the world right now. The fact they went up 2-0 on the best team in the league, because they're defending champs. Well, no, they're not the best team in the league, but, you know, the defending champs, I'd say. The fact they went up 2-0 on the defending champs, who basically last season looked unbeatable, is absolutely insane that they did that, because nobody expected that. Honestly, I thought the Celtics were going to get rid of them in 5 games, but it ain't looking like it's going to go that way. It ain't going to look like it's go that way. But the Celtics, hey, you cannot count them out, because they are a great basketball team who will lock you down. Jason Tatum had 5 threes against the New York Knicks. He was hitting every shot. He was looking like, hey, I'm one of them guys. Like, this may be one of my best playoff moments, because, you know, JT, he doesn't have too many crazy playoff moments. This game proved, hey, he can step up in big moments. He's proven that, hey, I'm JT and I'm here. But to be very honest with you, I want the Knicks to win this series because this would be an easier matchup for the Cavs. The Cavs winning their series. So I'm rooting for the Knicks. This one time, just this one time, I'm rooting for the Knicks. Still fuck Jalen Brunson, and of course, fuck Tyrese Halliburton. I was about to say Tyler Hero. Fuck Tyler Hero too, but fuck Tyrese Halliburton. But if you made this fun video, why don't like us up or don't? That is your choice. But with that being said, I am